Thank you for tuning in to the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. We will be focusing on everything from spotlighting our members to discussing what is happening in the chamber. This episode is brought to you by Idea Cleveland. Idea Cleveland is a proud sponsor of all the efforts of our chamber. Now, let's join the conversation at the Idea Cleveland studio in Independence, Ohio.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. I'm Chris Inman with Idea Cleveland, and joining me today is
Mike Soltis with Brooker Mortgage.
Awesome. So Mike, the housing market is booming right now, but what's even better is rates, interest rates, right?
Interest rates are at a all-time low, and I hope everybody takes advantage of it.
Awesome. So, why don't you walk us through, why would we want to refinance? What are some of the advantages of refinancing? And, what we can get out of it?
Yeah, that's a good question. To refinance, there's many options out there. And of course, everybody has different needs, different wants. And right now, everybody's refinancing to lower their interest rates, lower their terms. They're dropping their terms on top of that. So not only are you saving with your interest rates being low, you're lowering your actual terms.
So you're saying you're going from a 30-year mortgage down to a 10?
Maybe down to a 10, maybe down to a 15. I spelled it all out, and you kind of pick and choose what's going to fit your needs. And it works out very well because there's big savings in lowering your interest rate, huge savings in lowering your terms, and it works out very, very well. A lot of people are actually taking cash out, too. They're taking cash out to pay off credit card debts. Credit card debts at 29%. If I can get you an interest rate in the 2% to 3% range, that's a huge savings over time.
So, in 2008, there was this whole thing where you could take out loans that are more than what your home was valued and created some issues. But right now, everyone's home's value have skyrocketed. Even if you bought your house 2 years ago, you probably have equity in it, right?
Yes. Right now, when people are purchasing homes, they're paying $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more than asking. So then when we do these appraisals, we're seeing that they're actually coming back at $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 more. So that's equity inside that you can actually tap into at a lower interest rate and pay off any kind of debt or actually do any kind of construction you wanted done on your house.
Interesting. So there's these equity lines of credit, but those interest rates are higher, right?
Those interest rates are usually in that 5 to 6% interest rate. So why go with a home equity line of credit when you can just refinance, take the cash out, finish your basement, put that new kitchen in, and people are doing it. They sat in the house for a year looking at that old kitchen, and they're tired of it. And construction is booming right now. Prices are up, but construction, the people in that area are busy every single day. They have so much work. They don't know what to do with it.
Interesting. So if I pull out my my mortgage statement, I look at it, what numbers should I look at to consider, maybe it's time for me to refinance?
Number one, look at your interest rate. If you have an interest rate over 4%, you're paying too much money. When right now the interest rates are in that 2 to 3%, if you can drop your interest rate at least 1%, it's worth looking into, and I will do that. I will spell everything out at no cost.
Interesting. So are there fees, let's say it is a 1% difference. Is there fees that at a certain point, I only owe $40,000 in my house? Is it still worthwhile to look into it?
If your term is 10 years, 15 years, and you owe that much, sure, it's worth it. But if you're only at 2 years or 3 years, it's probably not worth it.
Not worth it. All right, interesting. And you can use this money for anything. It's not like it has to go into your house, right?
Anything. I will actually give you a check, and you use it for whatever you wish.
Excellent. From paying off your other debts, such as credit card debts, taking the family on that Disney vacation even, right?
Even that. And to make it easier, if you wanted me to pay off your credit card, I will do that. So you don't even have to write the check.
Interesting. So what makes you different from a bank? Why not just go to my bank and do this?
That's one of my number one questions people usually ask me. And the difference I see is I'm available 7 days a week. I will take your call on a Sunday. I had somebody call me up, actually text me, 10:38 on a Friday night. And all she said is, I have 2 questions. Can you take my call? I said, sure. It took me less than 5 minutes to answer her 2 questions. She was very happy. I was happy that I made her happy. So basically, I'm available. I give up my cell phone. You can call me. You can text me 7 days a week. It doesn't matter if it's Friday night. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday night. I am there to provide you with a service. And everybody has different hours. They work different days out of the week here, and I'm willing to accommodate that. You'll never be able to get a hold of your loan officer at a bank on a Sunday.
Awesome. So do you just work with one bank, or where do you get the finances from?
We work with 14 different lenders, and what we do is we shop for the lowest rate, lowest fees. My fees are normally paid by the lender, so that's a big savings right there. So by working with many different lenders, it just depends on the product. If you have somebody who wants an investment property, we have a lender that deals just with investment properties. So it works out very well for individuals to get what they're looking for.
That's awesome. So if I just went to my local bank, I'm only dealing with that one bank, and they're going to make me one offer. I go to you, I can get 14 different offers.
That's exactly it. And that's why we are very successful. We get the lowest rates possible, and it's usually hard to beat.
That's pretty awesome. How do people get a hold of you?
The way they can get a hold of me is they can call my cell phone. My cell phone's out there. I have no problem with that. 440-590-2398. You can call me. You can text me 7 days a week, even evenings.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. Make sure you subscribe, and also check out our YouTube channel where you can see all of our previous episodes. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. We would like to thank our sponsor, Idea Cleveland. Please subscribe to our podcast to be notified when new episodes are released.